How do you set up an USA servo for beginners? Imagine having the power to control a tiny motor that moves with perfect precision. Setting up an USA servo might seem tricky at first, but it's actually quite simple once you know the steps. Let's walk through it together. First, understand that an USA servo is a small motor with a built-in control circuit and a sensor that tells it where to move. It usually has 3 wires, one for power, one for ground, and one for the control signal. The power wire is often red, the ground is black or brown, and the signal wire is white, yellow, or orange. To start, connect the servo's power wire to a 5-volt power source. This can be a battery or a power supply from your USA system. Next, connect the ground wire to the common ground of your power source. Then, connect the signal wire to your control device, like a receiver channel or a servo tester. For beginners, using a servo tester is the easiest way to get started. It's a small device that powers the servo and sends control signals. Turn on the tester and press the neutral button to see if the servo moves to its center position. If it doesn't, you can manually adjust the transmitter trims or use the tester's controls. Once the servo is centered, attach the servo arm, also called the servo horn, onto the servo shaft. Make sure it's at a right angle to the servo body and tighten the screw. This ensures the mechanical linkages will move correctly. Now, mount the servo securely in your USA model with screws or the mounting hardware provided. Tighten it well so it doesn't wiggle during operation. Attach the control linkages, like push rods or steering arms, to the servo arm. These linkages will transfer the servo's movement to the control surfaces or steering parts of your USA toy. Power on your system and test the servo by moving the control stick on your transmitter. The servo should move smoothly through its range of motion. If it doesn't, check your connections and trims. Adjust the transmitter's endpoint settings if needed to prevent the servo from overextending or binding. Remember to always match the power supply voltage to your servo's requirements, usually between 4.8 and 6 volts. Never force the servo arm or push it beyond its limits. Using a servo tester before installing the servo in your model can save you time and prevent damage. When you're ready to program microcontrollers, use proper control libraries and keep pulse widths within 1 to 2 milliseconds for safe operation. Following these steps will help you set up your USA servo confidently. Whether you're building an USA car, plane, or boat, mastering this process is a key part of getting started with USA toys. It's simple, straightforward, and a great skill to have as you begin your USA journey.